Good afternoon and welcome to NTV News. We take a look into the headlines at the beginning. House of Representatives meeting underway. Prime Minister Dahal furnishing lawmakers query on authentication of citizenship bill and recent India visit. World Environment Day being observed today, day being marked calling for global movement against plastic uses. India's Railway Ministry seeks police probe into Friday's deadly train crash that claimed 275 lives. Preliminary reports point out signal fault as cause of crash. And attacking icon Zlatan Ibrahimovic says goodbye to football in a surprise announcement. Welcome back. We take a look into news in detail now. The meeting of House of Representatives is underway at the Parliamentary Building in New Baneswar. At present, Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal is addressing the House meet. The Prime Minister is briefing the session about his recent official visit to India, the agreements reached during the visit and various bilateral issues discussed between the two sides. Earlier at the start of the meeting, CP and UML leader Yogesh Bhattarai, taking time from the Speaker, expressed CP and UML's disagreements on President's certification of the citizenship bill. He said the interlocutory order issued by the Supreme Court has for the time being pushed the proceedings on the bill. However, the issue of citizenship, which is a sensitive state matter, should be dealt through mutual understanding and following parliamentary procedures. The UML leader also sought Prime Minister's clarification on the issue as well as on various agreements made with India during Prime Minister's recent visit to India. The UML leader demanded response from the Prime Minister on the agreements of transit and trade. Three opposition parties, the CP and UML, Rashtriya Prajatantra Party (RPP) and the Rashtriya Swatantra Party, have expressed their concerns on the authentication of the bill. Earlier yesterday, Prime Minister Dahal held a telephonic conversation with Speaker Devraj Gimri on creating hurdles of the House of Representatives meeting after three opposition parties obstructed the House proceedings on Sunday that was due to hold general debate on the upcoming budget. That has caused delay in passage of the budget on time. The Speaker urged the Prime Minister to seek solution on sending the stalemate by addressing to the concerns of the opposition parties. He reminded the Prime Minister about the pressure of time to pass the budget and sought a latter's initiation for a dialogue with the opposition parties. The pleadings that began at the District Court Kathmandu on Sunday on whether to keep the accused of fake Bhutanese refugee scam in custody, ask for bail or to release them on a normal date will continue today as well. All 18 arrested in the case, including former Deputy Prime Minister Tugbadurai Maje and former Home Minister Balkrishna Khad, were produced in court on Sunday. Prosecutors from the District Public Prosecutor Office, led by Achut Mari Nupane, debated the case on Sunday in the single bench of Justice Prem Prasad Nupane. The government lawyers have been arguing in favour of the prosecution of the accused. A total of 12 people accused in the scam are still on the run. And let's take a look into a short break here. More news follows up next. Do stay with us. Welcome back to NTV News. Towards other developments, today marks the World Environment Day. The World Environment Day is celebrated on June 5 every year since 1974 at the call of the United Nations Environment Programme. The theme for World Environment Day 2023 is Beat Plastic Pollution. It is a reminder that people's actions on plastic pollution matter. More than 400 million tons of plastic is produced every year, half of which is designed to be used only once. Of that, less than 10% is recycled. An estimated 19 to 23 million tons end up in lakes, rivers and seas. Meanwhile, Nepal is also observing the day under the campaign. Various civic society organizations working in the field of environment are holding various awareness-raising programs today. Taking you to the international front now, where India's Railway Ministry has recommended that the country's top detective agency should investigate the deadly crash that killed 275 people. Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav announced the decision but did not give more details. Railways-led investigations have already started and preliminary reports say a signal fault led to the crash. The three-train collision on Friday night has been described as India's worst rail accident this century. More than 1,000 suffered injuries and were taken to hospital. Some families are still searching for their loved ones. China's defense minister has said war with the US would be an unbearable disaster for the world in his first major speech since taking on the role. At a security summit, General Li Xianchu said some countries were intensifying an arms race in Asia, as he quotes, but he said the world was big enough for both China and the US, and the two superpowers should seek common ground. Gen Li, who became defense minister in March, also accused the US of a Cold War mentality and said this was greatly increasing security risks. And let's take a time to look into yet another break. Welcome back to NTV News. Towards other developments, Russia's defense ministry says it has thwarted a major Ukrainian offensive in Donetsk, claiming to have killed 250 troops and destroyed armored vehicles. But there has been no comment from Kyiv, and Russia's claim has not been independently verified. A Ukrainian counteroffensive has been long awaited, but Kyiv says it will not give advance warning of its start. Oil-producing countries have agreed to continue cuts in production in a bid to shore up flagging prices. Saudi Arabia said it would make cuts of 1 million barrels per day in July, and OPEC Plus said targets would drop by a further 1.4 million BPD from June 2024. OPEC Plus accounts for around 40% of the world's crude oil, and its decisions can have a major impact on oil prices. In Asia trade on Monday, Brent crude oil rose by as much as 2.4% before settling at around $77 per barrel. Time now for sports update. AC Milan's Zlatan Ibrahimovic has retired from football at the age of 41, bringing to an end one of the modern era's most glittering careers. Ibrahimovic has already announced he would leave the Italian club. He scored 511 goals for clubs, including Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United and both AC and Inter Milan, winning league titles in 4 countries. Ibrahimovic began his second spell with AC Milan in early 2020, having won the Scudetto with them in 2011. And helped them win the title again last season. But he played only 4 times and started 1 match for the Serie A side this term and scored 1 goal following a series of injuries, and his contract was set to expire this month. In the end, a quick reminder of the headlines. House of Representatives meeting underway. Prime Minister Dahal furnishing lawmakers queries on citizenship bill and recent India visit. World Environment Day being observed today, day being marked calling for global movement against plastic uses. India's Railway Ministry seeks police probe into Friday's deadly train crash that claimed 275 lives. Preliminary reports point signal fault at cause of the crash. And attacking icon Zlatan Ibrahimovic says goodbye to football in a surprise announcement. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead. Namaste.